Hello, hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Yahweh. We back on the ones and twos, back with another one that thought wasn't gonna be one. Yes, sir. We got today on the panel, we got the Yah boys. We got the Yah boys. So bro gonna be proving today that Yah is not Yahweh and that Yah or Yah, however he pronounce it, is its own name and it has no connection to Yahweh. So we got a brother named Yah something. He's supposed to be up on the panel. He's going to show us today that Yah is not Yahweh. So the brother should be able to prove that today using evidence. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself.
Yo, yo, it's Yahweh, and I'm supposed to be proving that Yahweh is not a Greek Gnostic god.
You're not only proving that he's not a Greek Gnostic God, but uh, you're proving that he's not Yahweh. That's the
Yeah, that
debate.
too.
The debate is that he's Yahweh, and I will prove that he's Yahweh, who is the demurge deity, according to the Gnostic text. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So you should be able to do those things today for us on the panel. And my name Yahya Bay too, for the ones who's going to come on the panel today and see us do our thing today. Uh, how do I say this? Let me see. All right, brother. You know, it's all eat off. You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather for you to start it off first and prove us how did you come up with this name, Yah? You get what I'm saying? How did you figure that Yah? It's not the Greek tetragrammaton for Yahweh. You get what I'm saying? If you wanna step up and I can show you screen if you want me to.
No, it's all good, but you keep saying Yah is Yahweh,
Okay.
but
Yeah, no. I've been saying Yah for about 5 years now, but you should know what I mean by now.
mm,
So if you don't want me to show your screen, bro, so what evidence is you gonna show today for us to know that Yahweh it's not Yahweh? As
I
I
got a source. I
show
got
your
a
screen,
source to
bro.
read off right quick, and then it got other sources in it.
Is it a way I can show your screen and you can read the sources from off your screen?
I mean, it's on Facebook,
Uh, okay.
but then
Okay.
the sources from Facebook is what you can look up, and I'll drop that in the back chat, and then you can show the screen from there.
Just start off what you got. How did you come up with your eyes not the same as Yahweh, and that your eyes actually uh a different deity from the Hebrew Bible that we have today? How can you prove that? The floor is yours, brother. You got it. Are you there, brother? He left the panel. He left the panel. So as you can see, the brother left the panel. Hopefully he come back and hop back on the panel. Because we must understand this. You get what I'm saying? When you dealing with an actual debate, you got to have some type of scholastic resources, some type of academic proof. You can't just come on someone's platform and you don't have any evidence to back up yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I can show that uh that Yah is why is the echo on? That Yah is the Greek word or the Greek form of Yahweh. It's that easy. We can deal with translations or we can deal with transliterations, whichever one. You get what I'm saying? So we could type in like, what's the difference, right? We could type in what's the difference between transliteration and translation. You get what I'm saying? Right? So you ask yourself like, what is the difference between translations and transliterations, right? Between transcripts and translations, right? So it's like the main difference between transcripts and transliteration or translation, right? The type of information being converted and the purpose of the conversion. You get what I'm saying? So basically, it's saying like this is more of a copy and paste, right? A transcript, right, would be convert spoken words or audio into written text within the same language. For example, listening to a video and writing it down the characters in transcriptions. So basically, they're just like the Hebrew Bible being translated from ancient Kemetic texts or ancient Sumerian texts. What they're doing is that they're reading from these ancient scriptures, and by them are reading from these ancient texts, right? They're making transcripts, right? They converting or committing conversions of spoken words or audio into written texts of their own, right? So now we see what a translation is, right? Translation converts writing or spoken information from one language to another. For example, converting a Spanish video into English into translation. So transliteration. So this is what the brother got, right? The brother information is based off translation, right? So translation is a writing or spoken information from one language to another, right? So if we have Yahweh, which is Hebrew, right? So we got Yahweh Hebrew translation, right? See that right here? It says the Hebrew name Yahweh is the ancient form of the verb he will be. It's the name of God in the Old Testament and appears over 6,500 times. So this name appears in the Bible today, not only in the King James Bible, but you can find this name in the Torah, the Tanakh, or the Septuagint, however you want to call it, right? 6,500 times. And it says in the English Bible, Yahweh is translated as Lord. So we know that in Exodus chapter 3, Yahweh is being used, right? So we go further down, it says the Tetragrammaton. So this is where the brother gets Yah or Yahweh from. He gets it from Yahweh, right? But he don't understand that he gets it from the Septuagint. We understand that those Hebrew Israelites, right, was under the Greeks, and that the Grecians or the Greeks wouldn't let the Hebrews be Hebrews, or they couldn't use the names for their Hebrew God like Yahweh or Jehovah, whatever name that they used at that time. They had to call themselves Grecians. They had to go under the Grecian rules, and anybody who called themselves a Jew or worship any Hebrew God will be slaughtered. And you can read about that in the second book of Ezra. I want to say not second book of Ezra, but you can read it in the Apocrypha, the book of Maccabees, right? And it says the Tetragrammaton. The name Yahweh is based on the constants. See, this is what the brother is basing his concept on of constant vowels off the tetragrammaton, YHWH, right? So it says the name Yahweh is based on the consonant YHWH, which is known as the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is derived from the Hebrew word for being. So we see that Yahweh is another name for the Hebrew God. And this is the name that the Hebrews used to call on to their God. So now, like I said, 10, 15, almost 20 seconds ago, about the Hebrew Israelites being under the Grecians, right? So now we must understand this. Where can we find the name Yahweh, right? So we type in Yah, right? Or Yahweh, however the name the brother want to pronounce it, right? Yah, Yahweh, have a name he want to use. You get what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is gonna type in Yah, right? Because now we see that Yahweh is the Hebrew name and that the name of the God that the Hebrews use. So now we must dig deeper into it because the brother says he claims that his God name is Yahweh, right? So Yahweh in Greek would be Yahweh, right? So we type the shit in. See that? It says yes. It says yes, Yahweh or Yah or Yahu, whoever you want to pronounce it as, right? Yes, Yahweh. Greek would be considered the closest representation to Yahweh. In English, as many scholars believe, the most accurate pronunciation of the Hebrew tetragrammaton, YHWH, Yahweh, based on the Greek transcriptions of the name, right? Then it says, YHWH, this is the Hebrew name for God, written within found constants and traditional not pronounced by Jews out of reference, right? So the Jews never pronounced this name. But now we see that Yah or Yahweh is the Greek word for the biblical God Yahweh, right? So now this is what we finna do. This is what we finna do, right? So Jews use the name Yah under Greek rulership, right? Well, let me type this in. Yah in the Septuagint. Because we know that the Greek Septuagint, right? The Greek Septuagint was written under the Greeks when the Hebrews was under the Greek rulership. This is where the Septuagint came about, right? It said the Septuagint is a Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, right? So it's a Greek transliteration of the Hebrew Bible from one language to another. You know what I'm saying? So these Jews are translating their Bible from the Hebrew into the Greek. Why? Because they're under Greek rulership. And anybody who claiming to be a Hebrew or Jew at this time will be persecuted. And I'm going to bring that up to show that too. So first, we just seen that Yahweh is the same as Yah, and Yah is just another Greek tetragrammaton for YHWH, or aka the Hebrew name Yahweh, who is Yah, who is the demurge, and I'm gonna show that later on down the line, right? So it says the Septuagint is a Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, and in it, the Hebrew name YHWH represents the Greek word kyros, right? Kyros, which means word, which means Lord, right? Kyros, which means Lord. This was done because the name YHWH was considered too holy to pronounce, right? Now watch this. It says the manuscript of the Septuagint have been found among the Dead Sea Scrolls and it's thought that various Jewish sects used it at a time, right? In the Septuagint and other Greek languages, Jewish texts, the Koine Greek form Isos used to translate the Hebrew name Yahshua and Yeshua, right? So these Hebrews was using the name Yah because they was under Greek rulership. You get what I'm saying? They was under the Greeks, right? They was under the Greeks. So now we're gonna go to Yah, right? Dead Sea Scrolls. This the cut. This the cut of the pudding. This is the cut of the pudding for all the people who believe that this is Yah, right? See that right there? I'm gonna pull up on the screen. I want y'all to remember this. See that? IAW or IAO or however you want to pronounce it in the Greek. That's your I, right? Dead Sea Scrolls. That's your I right there, right? Right. So now, let me see if I get a clear one for you. But as you see that, right? That's the Dead Sea Scrolls. Now we're going to type in Yahweh. Yahweh. Dead Sea Scrolls. See that? Same exact thing. This is same exact thing.
All right, I'm back, man.
Same exact thing. Yeah, you missed half the video, bro. So it's just like you already debunked. Cause I done
I'm really
showed the
not though.
difference. I done showed the difference already between transliteration
You didn't. You didn't.
and
You didn't show.
translation.
You didn't show the. You didn't show the
Yes,
evidence
I
that the
did.
name.
Would you
You didn't
agree?
show the
Would you
name. You
agree
didn't
that
show the evidence of the name
transliteration would
Yahweh.
be? Would you agree that transliteration would be the transliteration of one language to another?
I believe that a transliteration is using phonetics in one language to accommodate, or it's using the letters in one language to accommodate the phonetics of another language. It has to do with
Okay.
sound.
So that
So so
I
if
know that. I know
so so the
it's the sound right.
transliteration, no, the transliteration of, okay, for example, if we were speaking Spanish and you say C, the translation is yes, the transliteration is how you pronounce C. So if you was to write it in English, you would just write the sound C. You could just write the letter C or CE or whatever you want to spell it to in order to accommodate for that sound.
Okay, so would you agree that Yahweh would just be another transliteration for the Hebrew Yahweh?
No,
Why not?
because they don't make the same sound. That's like
It's it's,
a
it's,
backwards question.
it's not a bad question.
Yahweh and Yah
Okay, but I'm gonna
doesn't
show
have the
you. I'm gonna
same
show you some information.
sound.
Because all right, here you go. I got it on my screen. It says the main difference, right? The main difference between transcriptions and translation is the type of information.
Transliteration.
Let's okay, cool. So since you want to say transliteration, but if you look at translation, it's converse writing or spoken information from one language to another. Would you agree with that?
You're talking about a transcription and translation. Yeah, I agree with that. But we're talking about it. You asked me about a transliteration.
So a transliteration and translation, would it be the same thing or different?
Different.
Okay. All right, translation and transliteration are both processes for converting writing texts, but they have different goals and methods. So they both share the same thing, but it's just they have different goals and methods. Would you agree that they both share the same thing as translating language into another language?
Read the difference between the translation and the transliteration. I said the transliteration has to do with sound.
I know that. I'm not saying that it doesn't have anything to do with sound, brother. You get what I'm
My
saying?
phone about to die again, just to
Listen,
let you know. Go
translate
ahead.
your phone. Listen, if your phone dying, then you're making an excuse not to keep up on this platform. So this is what we're gonna do since you want to go to transliteration, right? So transliteration says the goal of transliteration is to represent the sounds or the characters of one writing system in another. Jericho, chill out, bro. I'm not playing. The goal of translation is to right. It says the controls of transliteration. The goal of transliteration is to represent the sounds or characters of one writing system in another. Transliteration doesn't change the meaning of the text. You see that? Hold on real quick. Get that nigga back on the screen because he thinks that by it's having a different meaning, a different sound, it changes the meaning of the word, which means a totally different name. It doesn't mean Yahweh, but it means a totally different name right here. Let me go ahead. For all the ones who's going to see that. You see that? It literally says the goal of a transliteration is to represent the sounds or characters of one writing system in another transliteration, right? Another transliteration, right? And if you notice, translations is the same thing, right? Right? It deals with one language being translated into another language, so that way you can understand. So basically, it's like transliteration would be synonymous with translation. You get what I'm saying? It's just they have different methods. You get what I'm saying? It's just like a man and a woman. You know what I mean? We both share the same characteristics, but we have different goals and different methods. You get what I'm saying? So let me read it again for the guy. It says transliteration doesn't change the meaning of the text. So just because, bro, it makes your old sound, that doesn't mean that it has a different meaning. It means the same as Yahweh, as I shown earlier. You get what I'm saying? Before the brother said his phone died or some excuses that he's making just to not be on the platform and prove himself. You get what I'm saying? He come on here yelling, he will get deleted off the account. You get what I'm saying? So we see here transliteration. The goal of transliteration is to represent the sounds of characters of the writing system in another translation or in another language, right? But it doesn't change the meaning. So it doesn't change the meaning. So that because your I or your O make a your O sound in Greek, that doesn't mean that it's not Yahweh. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't change the text or it doesn't change the meaning. You get what I'm saying? So now we got the brother putting his own twist on it. So now he cut himself. But it can help make writing text more accessible to people who aren't familiar with the original scriptures. You see that? Who aren't familiar with the original scriptures. So we have the original scriptures, which I shown earlier, the Hebrew, right? The Hebrew will be the original scriptures, and then Ya'ah or the Septuagint will be the copy paste of the Hebrew, as I shown 20 minutes ago. I shown that the Septuagint is a transliteration, right, or translation of the Hebrew Bible into another language, but it doesn't change the meaning, right? So if these people living in Greek in the time of the Greeks, right, and you got up and coming Hebrews who don't understand the ancient Hebrew text, of course they're going to create a more modern day Bible that they're in within that time period. So that way their people can understand. You get what I'm saying? It's just like when the Hebrews under the Assyrians. What did they tell the Assyrians? Don't speak to us in Hebrew, but speak to us in Syria. So that way we can understand you. We don't understand you if you start speaking in Hebrew. You get what I'm saying? We're not going to understand you in that. So come to us in Aramaic. We will understand you more in the Aramaic language. You get what I'm saying? So this is no different from them, from the Hebrews being under the Greek, and they writing a translation, a Greek translation, so that way their people can understand it more because of that time period that they was in. Let me read it again for the brother. It says transliteration. The goal of the transliteration is to represent other sounds, right? Or the characters, right? But it don't change the meaning of the text. It don't change the meaning of the text. So just because they write it down how it sound in the Greek doesn't mean it doesn't change the Hebrew. It doesn't change that this is Yahweh. Come on, man. God, people gotta understand this shit, man. So since we want to deal with the transliteration, right? Now watch this. What is the transliteration of Yahweh? Watch this. What is the Greek transliteration of Yahweh? Of Yahweh. See that? Look at that. We read this earlier. Give me a moment. We read this earlier. We read we read this earlier. So the Greek transliteration of Yahweh is kairos, which translates to the Lord, right? Which translates into the Lord, right? In English, this is how the Hebrew tetragrammaton YHWH is typically represented in the Septuagint. Come on, man. We gotta stop playing games and we gotta stop acting all retarded and shit, man. You get what I'm saying? Because we got folks on here that don't that will deny the truth in their face. You heard the brother say he don't have any evidence. He reads shit off Facebook. It's in the beginning of the video. The brother said he have no evidence to show, but he gonna tell us what he believes that is true. And I said, okay, so what is this evidence you got? The brother said it's off Facebook. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Then he steady making excuses saying his phone dying down and it's dying out. Brother, you have nothing. You have nothing. You try to use transliteration and you cut yourself because transliteration, that because it has to change it in the sounds, it doesn't change the text. It doesn't change the meaning. Just because I wrote a Septuagint book because I'm under the Greek for my people to further understand the ancient text, it doesn't change that his name is Yahweh. Come on, man. You guys got to stop this foolishness, man. You guys got to stop this foolishness. Got to stop this foolishness. We got to stop this foolishness, man. So now once did we show, look at that. Hold on. So step one, in the beginning of the video, we shown who Yahweh was according to the Hebrew. Step two, we shown the Greek tetragrammaton of Yahweh, which is Yahweh. Step three, we shown that the Septuagint will carry this name Yah because it's a more understandable Bible or scripture for the ones who couldn't understand the ancient scriptures, as I just read. Now, step four, I'm supposed to be proving that Yahweh is the merge, right? So we got right here on the screen, yes, some Gnostic philosophers such as Marcion and Menachite identified Yahweh with the demurge. The demurge is the created God in Gnosticism and is often associated with the Hebrew Bible as Yahweh, right? So when they say that he is the created God of Gnosticism, he's not the created God of Gnosticism. He's just the God that the Gnostics came to find out was a false deity of this materialistic world. You get what I'm saying? How do we know that he's the God of this materialistic world. Because everything that we have is based off materialistic things. If you don't have a new car, you poor. If you don't got the new shoes, you poor. If you don't have a toilet, goddamn me, with a push button, you poor. And goddamn me, if you're still using knobs to turn your sink, you poor. You see that? You know, everything is based off materialistic things. You don't got a good job, oh, you ain't making no money. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have $20 in your pocket, you broke. You get what I'm saying? Everything is based off the materialistic things. Nothing is based off the consciousness. So now that we see, right, Yahweh is the creator God of the Hebrew Bible, right? And we're going to prove that by digging into some geognostic text, sorry, to prove and show that not only that Yahweh is Yahweh, but Yahweh gave birth to Elohim. You get what I'm saying? He gave birth to the Elohim. He gave birth to the Yahwehs. You get what I'm saying? It's many Yahwehs. It's many Elohims. You get what I'm saying? So, right, it says right here are some other ideas about the demurge and Yahweh. The demurge as a pretty dictator. The demurge is a pretty dictator who doesn't want humanity to know the truth about who they are, who they is. It sounds like the Garden of Eden, don't it? When the God of the Bible says, "Don't eat from the tree of knowledge," because why? This day you become like gods. You will know good and evil. You get what I'm saying? So now we know that this God of the Bible did not want them to know knowledge from the beginning. You get what I'm saying? What type of God is that? But then later on, right down the line, and say that knowledge is the key to heaven. Knowledge is wisdom. But you don't want us from the beginning. You didn't want us to have knowledge. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to dig deeper into that because that's a deep conversation. You get what I'm saying with the merge. You get what I'm saying? It's a deep deep conversation with the demurge. You get what I'm saying? Everyone join the call, lol, whoever got time. Right? So we got pussy niggas scared to join the see the nigga hop off the live video and he joined the call on Facebook, but he said his phone was finna die. You see what I'm saying? Niggas pussies, man. They don't be wanting to step up on the platform and get their ass whooped or beat to death. You get what I'm saying? Niggas would get beat to death. Niggas scared to hop on the platform, bro. This is the second time he done hopped off crying somebody's cell phone. You get what I'm saying? So we see that Yahweh is the merged deity, right? So now we're gonna dive into the shit. Cause you see, you got in order for you to have some shit, you gotta actually back up your shit. You gotta have scriptures. You get what I'm saying? To back your shit up. And if you don't got that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, you feel me? And as you can see, the brother literally came on and said his shit comes from off Facebook. So your evidence comes from off Facebook. Nigga, you have no evidence, nigga. Come on, man. This nigga literally hopped on a panel and said it's off Facebook. So you have no evidence. You have none, bro. You have none. So this book right here, right? This is an ancient book. You get what I'm saying? It's called the Secret Book of John or the Apocryphon of John, right? It's part of the Nag Hammadi scriptures that was found in ancient Egypt back in the 1900s. You see, it got many books, but these two are the main books that I normally focus on, like the Gospel Secret Book of Thomas, Gospel of Thomas, and the Apocryphon of John, because these books are the ones that actually speaks and expound on who Yahweh is and how Yahweh was created. You get what I'm saying? So we know that Yahweh was created from what was good, right? And out of this goodness came evilness, right? This guy was created outside the mortal realm, which proves that the God of the Bible can die. That's why if you read in the book of Kings, it tells you that the God of Moab destroyed Yahweh. He defeated the Israelites. They retreated against the Moabite God. It's in the book of Kings. You get what I'm saying? And right? So now we see that this is John, right? John is receiving a revelation. He's receiving a revelation. He's receiving a vision from the light being, right? He's receiving a vision from the light being. These are beings coming from the light world, the light realm, right? Because the creator, he's hidden within. He's the light hidden within the head chakra that sits at the head crown, right? So we're gonna get straight to it. I ain't gonna read all the way through it. I'm gonna get straight to it about Yahweh, right? But also the book of John also speaks on the creation of Adam and Eve, on how Adam was created by these demurge deities, which proves more that the God of the Bible is the same deity that's in the Nag Hammadi. You get what I'm saying? Because it has the same concept as Adam being created, with the breath of life being uh, 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 put inside the nostrils of Adam. You get what I'm saying? Many niggas you can deny that, many rooms, nigga. You get what I'm saying? But that's the same one, right? But I'm just gonna dive into where it says the origin of reality. You see that? The origin of reality, bro. Right? It says the Father, right, is surrounded by light. And I told people that the Father is a light being. He lives within you. He's the head chakra. He sits at the head crown. You know what I mean? In order to access this light being, you have to know how to access your inner self. Without inner self, you will not be able to access this light being creator that is hidden within you. So we shown all the connections of Yah or your O or your U being connected to Yahweh. Now we connecting Yahweh to the demurge deity, as I just shown earlier, that Yahweh is the God of the Old Testament, right? So it says the Father is surrounded by light. He apprehends himself in that light. I told you the Father is a light being. Out of this light, there's no evil. You get what I'm saying? But the evil was created not from the Father, but the evil was created from the feminine thought. Feminine thought is what created this evilness. Her name is Sophia, right? You see that? It says, right, which is the pure spring of the water of life that sustains all realms. When we say realms, we're speaking of different dimensions, different realms that we can achieve in this lifetime. Right now, we can achieve the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension because a lot of people is stuck on religion, and we let these folks bring religion in and destroy our whole concept of consciousness. You get what I'm saying? So if you keep reading, it says he is consciousness of his image, right? So that means that the light being, this creator, right? This is the true creator, the Father. This is not Yahweh. This is the Father, the light being. He only deals with the consciousness. He don't deal with nothing outside of consciousness. You get what I'm saying? He only deal with the consciousness. He said he is consciousness of his image everywhere around him, perceiving his image in this spring of spirit pouring forth from himself. He is enormed of the image he sees in the light water, the spring of pure life, water enveloping in him, right? This is pure light. It's pure light. He read it, said his self-awareness, thought. You see that? You see that? See, everything is based off consciousness. Once you dig deeper more into your consciousness and you know who you are, and you connecting more to nature, you letting all the bad energy go. You know what I mean? You letting the drain the incubus who suck your energy. You letting all them go, all the bad negativity, the egos, the pridefulness, that damn mean, you letting all that shit go. And now you focusing more on your inner self now. You're more consciousness now. You're more self-awareness now. Just like the eternal God. You know what I'm saying? The mortal God, right? Right? It said his self-aware thought, uh, Sophia, right, came into being. So now we have the Father, right? The light being. You get what I'm saying? Who is a consciousness, right? Now he see an image of himself, right? He see a consciousness image of himself, right? Within the spring of the water, right? Of his spirit pouring forth from himself. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I'm not for the cut. Stop my life for no nigga. And because because you niggas stop running, yes, y'all stop running. I'm on live. I'm debunking folks right now, bro. You get what I'm saying? So now we see that the Father uh have a self-awareness, consciousness thought, right? Of an image that he see of his own through his spirit pouring forth from himself, right? Like a spring of water. Then it says his self-awareness. So this is still him, but this is it's self-awareness. So like it's like when you become more self-awareness, right? You 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 it's like you're more awakening now to things. Things can't bypass you. You're able to uh hear what one's thinking. You get what I'm saying? You become like a mind reader. You get what I'm saying? You can transform into these different realms. You can go to different dimensions and things like that once you're more in tune with your inner self. You get what I'm saying? He says his self-aware thought, Sophia came into being, appearing to him in the everlasting of his life. She stood before him. So this is a thought. This is a thought. This is a thought. So now we see that we got the creator, right? The hidden creator who is light. Not only that he's a hidden creator who is light, but he is only found within the consciousness of awareness. You get what I'm saying? Only in the consciousness you is able to contact this light being created. You get what I'm saying? And he have a self-awareness thought of himself, which is his feminine side, right? Which is his feminine side, because every male has a feminine and a male side, right? So now this is his feminine thought that's coming into being now, right? And she stood before him. This thought stood before him, right? This then is the first of the powers. Sorry about that. This then is the first of the powers prior to everything arising out of the mind of the Father. You see that? You see that? This is consciousness. He's dealing with consciousness only. This is the true hidden creator. This is the creator that appeared to John. This is the creator who's appearing to John and showing him everything. He's showing him everything. This hidden creator, even going to talk about how this feminine thought, which is Sophia, created Yahweh, created Yahweh, right? Out of her own image without the acceptance of the masculine thought. See, you have a masculine thought and you have a feminine thought. You get what I'm saying? It's balance. You must have balance, bro. You feel me? Without this is like having good without evil. You can't have good without evil. It must be balanced. When they say good and evil, it's you. You are the good and evil. We are the ones that's committing the chaos. We are the ones that's committing the murders. We are the ones that committing the prideful thoughts. We are the ones that's committing the sins and all these things. You get what I'm saying? Goes to show you that those actions that are inside that Bible are inside of us. So what I'm saying is that we are those. We are those guys. You get what I'm saying? We are those guys. That's another topic, right? He said he is born of an image he sees in the light water, the spring of pure light water developing in him. Come on, man. Don't get no deeper than that. So now we see that he got a counterpart and a feminine thought. Right? Hold on real quick. It says she is the initial power glory of Barbello. Glory is among the realms, glory of revelation. Who is Barbellos? Ooh, that's a different topic, right? Barbello, right? Is supposed to be one of the deities that was worshipped by the Lyran. See, we got the Lyran and the Anunnakis. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about the Anunnakis and the Lyran. You know what I mean? About how the Anunnakis came into about and how they went to war with the Sirens and the Anunnakis. I mean, not the Anunnakis, but the Sirens and the Lyrans, right? And the Anunnakis defeated these people. But the Lyrans, right? I was watching the video. The Lyrans, their ancestors were of these people, were the Babylon. But that's going to be another topic I'm going to post on next week, right? See, but we see that she is the initial power, right? She's the initial power, glory of amongst all the realms. So let me go ahead and get to the key point real quick, right? Secondary structure of the divine mind. You see that everything is based off mind, consciousness. This some of y'all want to understand, right? So now I'm gonna get to where it says Yadi off real quick. Humanity begins. Oh no, that's the case. It said the name, a voice from his highest realm saying, "The man exists and the son of man." Yadi Baf Chief Ruler heard. He thought he heard. He heard it. He thought it came from his mother. He did. Oh, okay. This is the immortal realm right here, right? Matter of fact, let me show you Yadibah being placed outside, right? It says he made the first seven. Okay, that's the creation of this world that we live in today, that Yadibah is creating. The structure of the divine mind. The Holy Spirit brought his and Barbaros divine autogene son to completion in order that could and before the great indivisible virgin spirit as the divine autogene Christ and honor him with a mighty voice, right? The Son came through providence, the invisible spirit placed the divine. Oh, okay. Not that one yet. Let me see something. Let me see something real quick. She is the mother, father. She is the butler. She's the virgin spirit for her. Let me see something. The one information. Trying to see. I'm trying to take it back where Yadibah was created. The rulers, when Sophia created Yadibah, everything exists within it. It doesn't, not perfect, not divine, but superior. Neither physical nor unphysical. Okay, this is the hidden father, the invisible. We know that he's light. We know that he's light. We know he's not physical. You get what I'm saying? We know he's not physical. She gave glory to the Virgin Spirit. She praised him, for she arose from him. This is the first thought. It's the Spirit's image. So we know that. We know that because I said it earlier. And so the first thought. What's up? What's up? What's up? Salah, salah.
You gotta take the headphones off or something, man. You got a bad mic.
You said what?
You got an echo.
I'm here. I've been having that since the whole thing. I said fuck it. I just left it on there. I just left it on there.
All right.
Hell yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Giddy.
Yeah, I'm dropping my sources in the chat right quick.
Bro, listen, bro. You dropping shit off Facebook, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. That's not evident. We on the live debate now.
I try to tell you. I was like, man, don't do that one.
No. I'm finna drop them up in the
You
chat.
should have kept that one to yourself, and then you know what I'm saying. That's one of those things you don't tell nobody. You just pull out the real info. You don't tell them where you got it from.
He don't have any info, brother. If you watching the beginning of the video, he said all this shit come from off Facebook.
Dude.
So, my brother have no evidence.
All right, hold on. I'm dropping it now. Hold on.
You drop it in the back chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bring
he
it
can
up.
pull it up. He can pull it up on the net now. We got the internet right here, so we can pull it up. Whatever you want.
I told him that earlier in the beginning.
all right, I'm finna drop it off so I can name them off too, because there's that many of them.
And then we're gonna go back to the transliteration. I'm gonna go back to transliteration.
Yeah, go back to that,
My
please,
fault,
bro.
because
Please,
I
please.
was proving that the demurge and shit was the same as Yahweh, which I did for my crowd. But yeah, all right, yeah, here we go right here. But before you got off, right, it says the goal of transliteration is to represent the sounds or characters of one writing system in another, right? Then it says transliteration doesn't change the meaning of the text.
I never
So what
said
you
that.
got to say about that,
I
brother?
said transliteration has to do with sound.
Brother, let me read it for you again. The goal of transliteration is to represent the sound or characters or of a writing system into another writing system.
Mm.
Transliteration doesn't change the meaning of the text. So just because it's transliteration into the Greek, does it change the text?
No, it doesn't change the text,
All
which is
right,
which
then.
is which
So
is
if
funny
it
why you're
doesn't
saying that.
change the meaning of the text, right?
Hmm.
Why would you say that Yah is not Hebrew? I mean, Yah is not Yahweh if it doesn't change the transliteration of the text.
You keep saying Yahweh like I follow Yahweh.
I'm not saying you follow Yahweh, brother. If you follow Yah or your O or your U, you feel me? Is Yahweh.
Hmm. You sure about
Anybody,
that?
anybody, it's right here. You just agreed that it doesn't change the meaning.
You know
So
Yahweh comes from the
Yahweh comes
Jacenius.
from Hebrew, right?
No, Yahweh comes from the Jacenius strong concordance, right?
So
That's
Yahweh
where the
don't come
name
from Hebrew.
Yahweh comes from.
Yahweh don't come.
There is no archaeological or historical evidence of the name Yahweh. They made that name up because of the strong concordance that
Okay.
Jacenius used.
See, brother, when you deal with me, you got to pull up your
You're
facts.
looking up specific. You're looking up
That's
specific
cool.
things on the Wikipedia
You
on
see
Google.
that? It says yes.
Yahweh
Yahweh
didn't
is
come
a
into picture
Hebrew
until
name for God,
Jacenius.
derived from four Hebrew consonants, YHWH, known as the tetragrammaton. So we got a brother on the panel saying that Yahweh is not Hebrew, even though it's on the screen saying it is Hebrew.
I said Yahweh comes from the Jacenius strong concordance.
Brother, is
After
Yahweh Hebrew?
it's not ancient Hebrew.
I'm asking you, is it Hebrew?
It's
Yes or
not
no?
biblical Hebrew and modern
Okay.
Hebrew are not the same thing.
Okay, so is Yahweh not ancient Hebrew?
No. And you looking this up on Google when you have people at
Bro,
Wikipedia
that's
agreeing to
cool,
that.
bro. Okay, so what search engine do you use if you don't use Google? Help me out here.
Look up
What
what you
search
about to
engine
look up, bro.
what search engine you use, bro, if you don't
Go
use
ahead. No,
Google?
I use the same thing. Go ahead and
All
look it
right,
up
so
though.
don't try to use that, man. Come on. He said Wikipedia. I use that too.
Do you understand Wikipedia
Come
has a
on,
bunch of people arguing
man.
on there?
You just try to make it seem like,
But okay,
oh, I'm
go
using
ahead.
Google, I'm in error.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so
Hey, Silk, but you heard him say that Yahweh is not found in ancient Hebrew. All right, give me a
oh,
second.
yeah, we in the very beginning right now, man. Y'all
You
feeling
see
each
that?
other out.
It said, yes, Yahweh is the English translation of the ancient Hebrew name for God, written as YHWH, known as the Tetragrammaton, which is found throughout the Hebrew Bible. It is considered the personal name of God in Old Testament, appearing in ancient Hebrew text as a combination of four constants, Yod, He, Wah, and He.
Mm-hmm.
But you said it wasn't written in ancient text. Let's keep reading. Written forms. In ancient Hebrew, the name is written as YHWH without vowels. As the
Fam,
language was
that shit
primarily
right there says Yahweh is the English transliteration of an ancient Hebrew name, which is also the wrong transliteration.
Exactly.
That's the wrong
So
sound.
you know why
Hold on,
But
y'all. Hold on,
but
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let them
the
finish. Let them land his plane, y'all. Give him like a minute to talk.
Yahweh comes from Jacenius when he transliterated the 4 ancient Hebrew letters. He's the one who came up with the name Yahweh. When you go to the nigga who made the world, the Sefer, he made up the name Yahuwah.
Okay.
So you sitting here saying, oh, Yahweh is an ancient. No, nigga, that's the English transliteration from Jacenius of how he thought that's how you pronounce the name. The nigga who made the Sefer Bible said, oh, no, this is how you pronounce the name. But then I'm letting you go off. But when I bring out all these sources that I put in the back chat, I want you to tell me how the transliteration and transcriptions, because you keep saying that you understand what a transliteration is doing, but you don't. Because just like it had when you go to the transliteration example, it had Japanese and it had hello. It doesn't change the meaning. When I gave you the analogy earlier, I said if we were speaking Spanish and you say sí, yes, when you say yes, that's the translation of sí. When you say, okay, how do you sound out C? How would you spell that in English? You would put the letters in the English alphabet that has the sound C in order to let somebody and somebody another in English to understand how to say that. You can say C means yes, but they're not going to understand how to say C unless you put it in they transliterate it into English, right? Which is SI. C. Those 2 letters make the phoneme or the phonetic value, that sound, a transliteration, C. It doesn't change it. It doesn't change it. Oh, C means no now since it's a transliteration. No. C means it translates to yes, but when you are trying to make that sound in a different language, you have to use the letters in that language in order to accommodate for that sound. That's what a transliteration is doing. You sitting here, Yahweh is the wrong transliteration. When you have Yah, Ha, Wah, and Ha, first of all, this is how you break down the name. The name is not made up of, it's made up of 4 consonants, right? But these 4 consonants use a system called metrus lectionis, which when everything is going to be a consonant, but certain consonants, when it's not in the beginning of a word, it becomes a vowel sound. Its property becomes a vowel sound. Go sit down. Becomes a vowel sound, right? So with that being said, it says the tetragrammaton, Yah, Ha, Wah, and Ha is read from, in English, they read it from left to right, and it was often rendered as Yod, Hey, Wah, and Hey, or YHWH, which is the English transliteration, right, for the ancient Hebrew letters, right? However, in Gabari, it is simply named after the sound it produces plus the short inherent A vowel. That is what a consonant is. Yah, Ha, Wah, and Ha. If it doesn't have that inherent A vowel on the end, you cannot make a syllable, right? That's what that is saying. Now, you have Yah, Ha, Wah, and Ha. The letter Yah being the first letter of the word does not have any special treatment because if this letter is not in the beginning of a word, it becomes a vowel property. But it says it doesn't have any special treatment to apply, which simply means it is mere here a consonant value. So that first consonant is Yah. But if it was in the middle of a word, it would be A, which is the vowel. The second letter, the letter Ha, is an aspirated H sound every time it is placed in the beginning of a word. However, in this case, the letter Ha is not positioned in the beginning of a word. The special treatment applicable to this letter is that it acts as a vowel placeholder or a guttural stop in Arabic you got it basically sounds like the Ha or Ra. That is a guttural stop. That's the guttural stop. When you have the Ha, when it's not at the beginning of a word, it becomes a silent placeholder. So it basically extends the previous vowel before that. Now, or it is understood easily, it simply becomes a silent letter. This letter being silent is not a literal vowel, but it is part of the Metrus Lectionis, which is only applied to the letter Ha. Metrus Lectionis has a system where it is what do I want to say? Basically, when you have certain letters when certain letters are placed in a certain position in the word, that has a different value. But it was something else I was going to say about that. The letter Y, it is a Y consonant every time it is placed in the beginning of a word. However, when it's placed at the beginning of a word, so it has Y. That's when it's pronounced Y. When it's only at the beginning of a word, it's not at the beginning of a word, it becomes the long O sound, right? So the pronunciation we are left with is Ya-O. When you have the Ya, the Ha, the Wa, and the Ha, the first two syllables is the Ya and the Ha. The Ha after that first Ya is extended the previous vowel sound and the co-inherent A vowel in the Ya consonant, if you understand what I'm saying. Then after that, so it becomes Ya with a stop, a guttural stop. It doesn't go into Ya, or like if you were to say Yao Ming, or how you're saying ya, or ya-o, or yahoo. It's not like that. It's a guttural stop. Ya. And then the wa, which you have after that, is not placed at the beginning of a word, so it becomes the long O sound vowel. That is a pure song, a pure vowel. It's not a diphthong, so it wouldn't be you. A diphthong is one vowel going into two syllables, one vowel going into two syllables. For example, the letter I, it goes from I to the vowel E, which is a diphthong. O, the letter O is not a diphthong, it's a monophthong. So it has it's one continuous syllable. Then so that being that how that's the system of Hebrew works, that's how we get the name Yah-O. Now the sources we have is from the 4Q120 Dead Sea Scroll. And when you go to the 4Q120 Dead Sea Scroll, Yahya sat here and said that it means Greek. But it's Hebrews who made this, who transliterated, right? Because they were taking on a different lettering system. They transliterated it into in Greek with Greek letters. So you have iota, alpha, and omega, which are the three letters that make up the name Yah-O, transliterated in Greek. The iota and the alpha, when it's put together, when they are paired together, that is the same. It has the same equivalent value as the consonant Yah. Then when you have the omega on the end, it becomes the O sound. They knew it was a consonant, so they're not going to add omega. Just like in their alphabet, they got alpha and bet and omega and all these different things for their alphabet. That comes from the Canaanites, right? So you have the 4Q120 Dead Sea Scrolls, which that breakdown is the iota and the alpha is equivalent to the consonant Yah. Then you have O in the end. Then we also have from the Solev Temple inscription. Let me go to that breakdown of the different metanetral signs that they used. Hold on, let me pull it out right quick. Solev Temple inscription by Amenhotep the third. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Okay, wait. Damn, this shit gonna keep scrolling up. So on the Solev Temple inscription, when ancient scribes transcribed Northwest Semitic words into their hydrographic script, the sign M17 is a consonant Ya at the beginning of Northwest Semitic words. This reference, the source that I'm
Hold
getting
on,
this from.
slow down. Hold on, slow down real quick. Northwest Semitic. What are those? In Africa, the Northwest Semitic languages?
Yeah, different
Which
Northwest
would be what?
Semitic languages. Semitic languages
What
that
are
were
what are the primary Northwest Semitic languages?
like Hebrew, Phoenician, those different
Google, look
languages.
that up, y'all.
Okay, while he's looking it
Yeah,
up, I'm gonna
yeah.
continue breaking down the
All
Solev
right.
Temple inscription. Right,
Hey,
the reference.
what you said the numbers, of the letter was, you said it was H3068.
What?
You said when you spoke about the concordance, you said the numbers were H3068.
No, I said Jacinius. The Jacinius strong concordance is where the name Yahweh comes from. There
Okay,
was no
I'm saying,
Yahweh
how
before
can
the Jacinius Strong
I'm
Concordance.
saying how can we find Yah in the strong concordance in the lexicon?
Look up the four. It's Yah, Ha, Wah, and Ha. Those are the four
So
letters.
what's the strong, like what's the, you know, the numbers of it, the strong numbers of it?
Look it up.
I was asking you if you knew or not.
I would have to look it up too, but
Look up the
Oh,
North Afro-Asiatic languages first.
that's a different conversation. I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm just letting him break down what he got breaking
yeah,
down.
because I'm
Well,
breaking
we are breaking
down
it
the name
down.
Yah-O in different
Yeah, we breaking
transcriptions.
it down for real. So pull that up first.
Okay, I got you. Hold on. Northwest
Mm,
Semitic
yeah.
languages. Northwest Semitic languages. It would be Canaanite languages, Ugaritic, Aramaic, Hebrew, Proto-Semitic, Semitic, early Bronze Age,
I'm
and
saying,
Central Semitic languages.
what do that have to do with it being Yahweh?
Because he was asking about the Northwest languages. But
Okay.
because I was breaking down how the Egyptians wrote his name as a foreign god of the
So
Hebrews.
the Egyptians wrote down your eyes. What you saying?
They wrote down Yah-O in their transcription of the people of the nomads of Shasu.
No, the
We
Shasu
got that
people.
on the
No,
scrolls.
the Shasu people. They didn't write Yahweh, brother. They wrote Yahweh.
Dude, I just said the Egyptians said the Shatsu of Yah-O. They the ones who wrote the Shatsu of
They
Yah-O.
never said Shasu of
Okay,
Yahweh.
I'm breaking
They're
it
the
down. You
Shasu.
didn't even let me finish my
They're
breakdown.
the
This is
Shasu
why.
of
Let
Yahweh.
me finish my breakdown.
Yeah, let them finish,
Don't let me.
y'all.
All right, let me finish
Go
my
ahead, brother.
Yeah,
breakdown.
I
let
ain't
them
Because you
gonna
can
finish.
cut
look it
you
up
off.
yourself. You
I
can look
gotta
all.
cut
I'm
you
giving
off.
the sources and everything.
Brother, you ain't bring up no sources at all on my screen. I
Okay,
told
okay,
you to bring
okay.
them
All right,
up.
all right. I
I can
brung up
bring.
the
I got my screen
4Q120.
up, brother. You telling me here
4Q1,
that
look, 4Q120. This is my second source. The Soleb Temple inscription by Amenhotep III. That's my second source. Stop sitting there saying I ain't bringing no fucking sources.
you said
But like I
four.
said, let me
You
break it
said
down now.
four
Let me
Q
break.
one
I
twenty.
brung up a source. Let me
Oh,
break it down.
man.
Fuck
This
you
way,
talking about,
brother.
nigga? Y'all, you steady
Now watch
interrupting
this.
me, nigga. Let me
Go
get this shit off, nigga.
ahead, get it off, young.
When ancient Egyptian scribes transcribed Northwest Semitic words into their hieroglyphic script, the sign M17. Go look this up right now. Go look up the Hebrew, not Hebrew, the Egyptian hieroglyphs. M17 is a consonant Y at the beginning of Northwest Semitic words. This source comes from Alan H. Gardner, the book Egyptian Grammar, the third
Uh-oh.
revised edition from Oxford Griffith Institute, 2007, page 481 and pages 586.
Uh-oh. Keep going, brother.
The second sign
Does
is
it
the
have a
reed
year? So
shelter.
what year is that? What year is that at? Does it say what year?
This is I want to say I
Hey, Chip,
don't
let him
misquote.
finish.
Look it up for
Okay.
yourself, but
Yeah.
I think
All
it's
right.
Let him
Yeah,
before the
you're
finish.
right.
Greek dynasty, before the New Kingdom in Egypt.
So we talking like 3000 BC, 2000 BC.
No, I wouldn't even say no. Okay, at the like the Amenhotep III wrote this in the 18th century, but it was about 13th dynasty. What happened in the 13th dynasty?
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, you look it up for yourself to
Yeah,
actually get the
yeah, we gonna
thing, but
drop it in
I
the
might be
chat. We're gonna check
misquoting.
it out.
Okay, the second sign is the reed shelter, which is classed as O4. This is the consonant H. According to group writing method used at the time for those foreign un-Egyptian words, the sign M17 plus O4 is the sign group for the syllable Yah, making the first syllable of the foreign deity's name Yah. The consonant H is closing the first syllable and is not the first sound of a new syllable. That's what I was saying about the Yah, and then it stops. There's no Yah, or it doesn't prolong on. The third sign is the lasso or the curved rope, which is class B4. This consonant is W or Y at the beginning of Semitic words and the O vowel in the medial position. when it's not at the beginning of words. This is even in Egyptian. The fourth sign previous literature has known to be the quail chick, class G43. These two signs form the final group in the syllabic orthography of the name. G43 B4 plus B4 is a diphthong OW, which is two vowels combined. But recent findings of this same transcription, I forgot his name, but it's an Egyptologist. I'll go and get the source. It's an Egyptologist who went back to the site, and the it's not the quail chick G43. Matter of fact, I sent the screenshot in the damn chat. It's not G43, it's G1, and that without any doubts means that last letter was O. But hold on, let me find the, because I know I sent it in one of these group chats.
Yeah, get that together, brothers. Then we gonna focus on
and then I sent this debunk your whole little shit that you tried to do earlier.
Brother, you
about Yahweh
debunk
being
yourself. All you gotta do is look at the screen. You debunk yourself,
yeah, look
bro.
at the screen, look in the back chat. Look in the back, or matter of fact, if I could share my screen, I'll share this right now.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
share
figure out how to do it.
I can share the screen. I can pull you up and put you on the screen.
All right, because hold on, let me make sure I ain't got no shit in the background. All right, go ahead.
Okay, where you at? Oh shit, come back. All right, I got you. Let me show you. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen.
Indoor exercise bike creates a full-world cycling experience like the X-Ray. It follows the terrain and resistance of your training on its own.
There you go, bro.
Okay, is my screen being shared?
Yeah, I gotta do is cut the camera on.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta turn my camera on.
Yeah. And show us your information.
All right, hold on, shit. Oh wait, hold on. So wait, you can see my screen right now, right?
Yeah, you're the only one on the screen.
All right, bet. So y'all see this right here, right?
Yeah, cut your camera on.
Damn, my camera is on. I don't see how it ain't.
You got a computer? You on the
No,
computer?
I'm on the iPad right now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's right.
Damn, I probably ain't gonna be able to share my screen now. Hold on.
Hold on.
Travel is more than reaching destinations.
Okay.
It's
No.
No,
You'll have to. Yeah, if you was on the laptop, you'd be able to get the share. But you on the.
Oh damn. Well, shit. I mean, you in the same back chat. If you go to the back chat and then share that picture, and share your screen.
You said you posted in your back chat in the comments.
Yeah. No. In the Lions.
Private chat. Oh, I can't do it off the Facebook thing. I don't know how to do that.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me see.
I thought you had posted it like in the what's name, where it said Yahweh. Silky D.
Yes, sir. What y'all doing? Y'all trying to pull up a source or what's going on?
I was trying to help him share the screen, but I think he was on the I think he on the what's the name?
Man, Tom, we just gonna have to pull that up, man. We just gonna have to pull that up with the engine.
Yeah, I can just pull it up with what's the name. Well, yeah,
Oh,
man. I want
Yeah, see.
I want the brother to break his stuff down. The one she break his stuff down, I want him to because he said his source was 4Q120, and I debunked myself, and it didn't mean Yahweh.
I
And I
think
want him to
I think
explain.
oh, you say what?
He said I got debunked with 4Q120.
Oh, I, I think we need to look up that scroll. Look up that scroll or that ancient script. He says with the people
Yeah.
writing. Talk
Yeah,
about it. That's gonna be hard to find.
what's the name of that scroll? That ancient scroll you said?
I thought it was on speaker.
What's the name of that ancient scroll you had said?
Damn, how the fuck? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is some bullshit.
Hello.
Oh wait, I think I can hear y'all now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah, what was the name of that source you said? The ancient script source?
The Solev Temple. Oh no, it's the other one. Matter of fact, if I can turn my camera around.
I would say you probably can change if you on an iPad, you probably can turn your phone around and show the evidence off the iPad from the back of the camera if you can.
Yeah, I'm finna to right now. I'm finna try it.
No, I'll try to put
Damn,
you
can
back.
y'all?
Hold on real quick.
My
I'm
shit
gonna
cracked and all type of shit.
hold on, I'm gonna put you up. I'm gonna put you back up.
All right.
There you go.
All right, hold on. Damn, cause my shit cracked. It ain't no way to turn this motherfucker around. But it says, also among many other nations, it has been traditional that this type of concept existed and was the cause of much good to those who believed it. For accounts state that among the Aryans, Zarathustra, or whoever claimed that the good spirit gave him his laws, among those called the Gentile who fancied themselves immortal Zalimosis, claimed likewise concerning the goddess of common Hesidia, and among the Jews, Moses did the same thing concerning the God invoked as Yahweh.
Okay.
But that source shows that in Greek, and that's a Greek source. The Dorius Bibliotheca, section 1, probably page 92 in paragraph 2, from 60 BCE.
Okay, so you do agree that because you said it's a Greek source. So would you agree that it comes from the Greek?
No, they're saying that if they was to write his name in Greek, they would have they used the 3 words, right? Those 3 letters. You're saying that those 3 letters are a Greek name. That is a transliteration of the 4-letter word, the 4-letter name that those are the letters that they had to use in order to accommodate the sound that they don't have a Yah in their alphabet. They have to put letters together to combine it to make the Yah sound.
Okay, and that's your evidence you said you had. What was the ancient the name of that ancient scripture you had said?
The Solev Temple inscription.
How you spell it?
SOLEB Temple, and then inscription.
Okay. Okay.
It's gonna say the Shasu of Yahweh, but when you go into the actual text of the historians and scholars breaking down what these people were saying, that it's the name Yahweh.
All right. We got an up-to-date source in 2022. Yahweh inscriptions faces directly north, indicating the nomad of Yahweh live somewhere north of Saleb. In short, the Saleb inscription. Okay. I'll pull up on the screen. Let me see some. Check. Stop sharing for a moment. Okay, here we go. All right, so the solar inscription, earliest discovery, use of the name Yahweh. Just off the inscription, it's letting you know it's going to be talking about Yahweh. Did the Exodus really happen? If so, when? Scholars have long theorized about the history and dating. Well, we're going to talk about that. We'll go to the Yahweh part. The West Bank of the Nile and northern Sudan, and the ruins of an ancient Egyptian town called Selep. Europeans first learned of it when a Swiss traveler named John Lewis Barker explored the region of Nubia in 1813. However, Selep was not excavated until a century and a half later, from 1957 to 1963, by an archaeologist named Michael or Michelle Skip, whatever her last name is. So we see it's a town. It said it reigned sometime in the late 5th to early 14th century BCE. It said the temple was undeniably built, honor the pharaoh, its courtyard, walls, and all that, you know what I mean, African and shit. So we got the Sassy people, I guess. This must be them. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all right. So who could the nomads of Yahweh refer to other than the Israelites of the Hebrew Bible? Since only ancient people known to have worshipped a deity named Yahweh in ancient times where the Hebrews or Israelites wrote Kennedy, it also logically follows that the particular signs or Sassy nomads associated with Yahweh could be identified with the early Israelites before they became a sedentary population in Canaan. So these people always been called the children of Yahweh. I don't know how you get Yah.
No, you keep saying the children of Yahweh, and I just gave you a whole breakdown from different sources of people who actually went there and speak Meta Nature, and that you found a website called Armstrong, who's just telling you about the basics of what it says today.
Breakdown, but he told us to go to this, and we went to it, and they call it. These people is calling them the Sashu of Yahweh.
That's fine, but when I gave you the sources that's in the breakdown
You
of
get what I'm saying?
these different the group writing system, you didn't say nothing about that.
Because I let you get it out. I gotta let you get all your information out first, brother, in order for me to debunk your stuff. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to override you. I let you get it out. You know what I mean? So you told us to go to the Sailor people, the solar, and it's gonna say Yah, but it didn't. Call them the children of Yahweh. We go to Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia says about this. Salem, ancient town, Nubia, present day Sudan. Okay. The Amari period. Okay.
And then you could even go to the same okay, you going on that after you're done with that, go to the Egyptian hieroglyphs. And
They
then when
said
I
the transcription of one of the conquered people is YHWH translated as land of the Shashu. Those of
Land of the nomads.
those of YHW or land of nomads of YHW.
Who would have
Tiny
so do they have a lock on the nomads, or is that universal? Who exactly are the nomads?
man, these people are nomads who worship. It says who work the vocalize the word as Yahweh.
Nomads are just traders, or they're
Look at
just
that.
moving product. They're out there on the trading routes.
He said that he was going to say Yah. They don't even say that. He said they translated the name, the vocalize it, the word as Yahweh. How the hell you get your You get what I'm saying? I'm just
I
trying to
never
understand.
said nothing. You keep, bro. See, this how I know you're not listening.
Dude,
I never said
so
no shit about no damn Yah. I said
did he
Yah.
not just say that? Well,
Yah-oh.
okay, brother. Yah-oh, however else you
No,
want to
it's not
pronounce
the
it.
same
You
fucking
know,
thing, bro. You're not
okay,
finna sit
okay,
here
it's not
and
the
I
same
just
thing.
explain to
Okay,
you. How do you, okay,
okay, it's
since
not
I
the
broke
same
down the
thing.
name Yah-oh, you break down the
Did the
name Yah.
Shasu people, did the Shasu people ever vocalize that word as Yah-oh?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't, because it's right here. Let me read it for you again, brother. You see, I put my shit up
Dude.
on the screen. I
Those
had
three,
to give you
just
the
like
opportunity,
no. Just like in the Greek, you still don't understand about the transliteration. If they
It's time for you to start
if
explaining.
they were saying
It's time for you to start explaining, brother. The transcription, I'm going to read it for you. The transcription of one of the conquered people is the Shasu, YHW, translated as land of Shasu. Those of YHW, or the land of the nomads of YHW, Thomas Scudder vocalized the word as Yahweh. How's you getting your eye, brother? That's what now you can explain yourself now and tell us how's you getting your eye. Do your thing. Explain. If they
I'm finna
vocalize
go
the
to the
word as
hieroglyphics. Hold on.
Yahweh, explain, brother.
So we got hold on. Because I'm finna
So
go.
you
You
already lied and said
go to
that
the
they was
no,
called children of
dude.
Yahweh.
I
I mean,
said
children of
it's going to
Yahweh.
say children. I said it's gonna say Shatsu of Yahweh. Did I not say that?
No, you didn't, bro. They said it's gonna say
Oh,
Shasu
bro.
of Yahweh.
Bro,
And you know
I
what?
said
And listen,
when before
I'm
you
gonna
went to
redo
go
the
look
clip.
it up. Before you
I'm
went
gonna
to go look
redo
it
the
up, I
clip.
said it's gonna say the Shatsu of Yahweh. But
No,
that's
you
after I
didn't, bro.
broke down to
You
how it
said
said, bro.
you said it's gonna
You got
say
the
the
recording, bro.
Shasu of Yah.
You got
Oh,
the
yes,
recording.
it's recorded, and I'm gonna go back and show you the clip,
Okay,
bro.
you gonna feel dumb as
It's
hell
gonna
on
be,
my dog.
bro.
You
You're
gonna
gonna
feel dumb as hell,
listen.
nigga.
You
I sat
listen.
there and said it's gonna say
Calm
the
yourself
Shatsu of
down, bro,
Yahweh.
because you cutting yourself up. Calm
I'm
yourself
not.
down.
I'm not.
Calm yourself
I'm
down,
really not,
because you
bro.
lied and said that it's gonna say the Shasu of Yah, and it never said that. They
This
never
nigga
even
keep fucking
used.
saying
They never
Yah,
even
bro.
used. They never
You
even
gotta be the
used the
dumbest
name
nigga in the fucking
Yah,
world, bro.
however name. It
You gotta
doesn't
be a
matter what
dumbass
name
nigga, bro.
I'm
Who's
using or
saying
pronouncing.
Yah? You can't even comprehend of what
It
name I'm
doesn't matter,
saying.
bro. YA apostrophe
Fuck is you talking
OH
about, nigga?
is
And
the
then you
same
go
shit.
to the
Your
Egyptian
O, your
hieroglyphs.
O.
Go
I
to the
was just, brothers, listen,
classifications.
listen.
Go
We're
to the
gonna go there, and
classifications.
then we're gonna go back to 4Q120, nigga. You're gonna explain that. If not, nigga,
I
you're
already
gonna be
did,
debunked. No,
dumbass
you
nigga.
didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
just showed the
No,
source
you.
on it.
Hey, look, calm your
Fuck is you
voice down.
talking about,
Calm your,
nigga?
calm your voice down.
No,
I hear
I know
your
none of
emotions.
that.
Calm your voice down. I hear your emotions, bro. Calm your voice down. You get what I'm saying? So now you finna explain now. So we finna go. We finna go back. Go ahead. We finna go because you lied and said that it says yeah, right? Then you said I cut it myself up with 4Q120. I need niggas to explain, bro, because you're not finna keep doing all this ass bouncing and then just thinking you finna just run from some shit that you just keep bringing up. No, bro, we got to touch on this shit. And you're not finna keep doing all that yelling and crying and shit, bro. You feel me? If you're gonna be a man, be a man. I told you when you come on my platform, bro, you gotta be a man. Put all your emotions to the side. Put all your emotions to the side, fam.
Share your screen and go to the group chat.
Look at that.
Share your screen and go to the group
4Q120,
chat.
right?
Share
So
your screen and go to the group chat.
it says,
You lucky I
remember
can't, bro.
early,
Nigga,
early
ain't
in
no
the
way in
chat,
hell.
right? Remember
Ain't no
early in the
way in
chat.
hell.
Early in the
Ain't
chat,
no
the
way in
brother
hell, nigga.
said
It's right here. I showed it right
4Q120,
here.
right? I cut it
I showed
myself,
it right
right?
here.
Okay, and I'm
Fuck is
debunking
you
it.
talking
Look at
about,
it.
nigga?
Look at it. Look at the debunk with your
Fuck is you talking
4Q120,
about,
bro.
nigga?
Bro, you showing me the same exact shit,
Fuck you mean? Right
4Q120.
here.
I'm showing you the
Notorious
same thing.
biblical,
Look
nigga.
at that. Look at that,
Fuck is
bro.
you talking about, nigga?
Look
That
at
shit
it.
do not
In
say
the
Yahweh,
context of the
dumbass
Dead
nigga.
Sea
You
Scrolls,
let this Wikipedia shit get to your
4Q120
head.
refers to a Greek
You
manuscript
let this Wikipedia
fragment
shit
where
get to
the
your head,
Hebrew
gang.
name Yahweh is represented as IAW. You see that? Or IAO. However you want
Iota,
to pronounce
Alpha,
it.
and
It
Omega.
doesn't matter.
Iota and Alpha makes the Yah, and then the Omega makes the O. You dumbass nigga.
Pronounce
Dumbass nigga.
IAO. Pronounce IAO.
What are those?
You see that, Silk? You see that? How you get niggas out of their character? Did I not tell you, Silk, you
Fuck
was gonna get
ass.
on the platform and start yelling
Man,
and
nigga,
crying
don't
like a
mute me,
little ass
bitch.
girl?
Don't
Did I not tell you
mute
that?
me, bitch.
Did I not
On my
tell you
soul,
that?
nigga, what's them 3
Did I
letters?
not tell you that? Did I not tell you that? So
It's
now
not I,
you
A, and
see,
O.
now you
It's not
see,
I,
okay, now you see the brother don't want to use
iota,
the
alpha, and omega, nigga. Break it
4Q120.
down.
Brother, do
Break it
you
down.
agree? Do you agree
Break
with
it down.
4Q120?
Iota,
Do you
alpha, and
agree?
omega. Break it
Listen, brother,
down.
listen. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick you off my
Break it
platform.
down. Iota,
Listen, do you agree
fuck,
with
nigga. Break that
4Q120?
shit down, nigga.
Do you agree with
Break it down.
4Q120? Get off my shit, man. You yelling too much like a female, man. Niggas crying too much. So the brother said earlier in the clip, I kept myself for 4Q120. We got it up on the screen. He even showed it on his screen. In the context of the Dead Sea Scrolls, 4Q120 refers to a Greek manuscript fragment where the Hebrew name Yahweh is represented as IAW, pronounced as IAO, which is considered the Greek translation of the Tetragrammaton YHWH, right? Meaning, remember we was talking about transliterations, right? Transliteration, right? Just because it has a different sound into a different language doesn't change the meaning, right? Meaning 4Q120 is the chronological number for a specific Dead Sea Scroll fragment found in K4 at Quran. So that meaning of 4Q120 is not changed just because it is translated into the Greek. It still means Yahweh in Hebrew. And the brother don't want to accept that. He don't want to accept that. You get what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good and gravy, right? Then the
Mm-hmm.
then the brother told us, right, to look up the Shashu people. And in the beginning, he said that it's going to say Shashu of Yah. It never said Shashu of Yah because the Shashu people would never worship the God of Yah or Yah. If that however the fuck you want to pronounce it, I can care less. You get what I'm saying? As you can see, anybody that tuned in, seeing that I shown actual evidence and the guy had no evidence. I even offered many times to flip his screen and bring him up solo. I brought him up solo. He showed one source that's from the Dead Sea Scrolls that agree with the 4Q120 I just shown a few seconds ago. Come on, man. He said he's talking about the Shashu people, right? And we all know that the Egyptians documented the Shashu people. We know this, right? We know this, right? Look at this. What they said, let's go to the hieroglyphics. What they say, the name Yahweh, Egyptian hieroglyphic text. Let's go to it. You get what I'm saying? See, when niggas are defeated and they don't have nothing, that's when they get on here and start yelling and shit. You see the niggas start yelling, calling niggas dumb and shit, all that, all because you couldn't get up on here and show your screen. You couldn't show your screen. I can show mine, brother. Look at that. The Shashu, the term Shashu, right? The term Shashu is found in variable of a new kingdom, hieroglyphic text, including the military, administrative, and diplomatic documents. That nigga ain't said nothing about that, did he, Seal? Nothing about the new kingdom hieroglyphic text, including the military, the administrative, and the diplomats. Documents
Okay,
of
hold on,
the
pause.
Thothmes
Pause.
the
So
third.
okay, so what
Come
they're
on, man.
saying is they got government official records of
Look at
these
this shit.
people, correct?
Correct. Look at this shit. And right, diplomatic documents of Damas the third, Amahaptic the second, Damas the fifth, Amahaptic the third, Akemet
Muslim.
Seti, Ramses the second, Murtaphat, and Ramses the third. So nigga, even Ramses the third knew about the Shashu people. One of the most remember me and you was having our debate about remember we was talking about the Berber people. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, well, it was many nations that came into Kemet. You get what I'm saying? And these are one of the nations that came into Kemet that is documented. You get what I'm saying? And it says another communication to my Lord. We have finished letting the Shasu tribes of Edom pass the fortress of Murtaha.
How far back does it document them?
It documents these people all the way back to Let me see something real quick.
How
See,
far, how old are they saying they are?
these supposed to be the Hebrew Israelites, bro. Just put it that way. You get what I'm saying? Put it that way. So look, so
Yeah.
I say right there found right. It says the term statue is also exclusive use in the New Kingdom text of semi-nomadic people living in parts of Lebanon, Syria, Sinai, Canaan, and Transjordan. Right? Remember the shit he was talking about? What talking about Sudan and shit? You feel me? That what he showed? He showed what he said. He said it was the Sabo temple of the Shasu or some shit like that. You hear me? But how the fuck is they in Sudan if it says that these nomadic people living in parts of Lebanon, Syria, Sinai, Canaan, and the Transjordan? When used for nomads living in the area, the term Shasu seems to have been used by the Egyptians almost exclusively for people groups that can clearly be identified as Semitic herds. Come on, man.
Wow. So they calling
Right?
them, so basically any tribe person, they calling them a
Basically,
Shashu.
any nomadic person, they'll call them a Shasu.
Any nomadic person. So that's any traveler. Any
That's any traveler, bro. That's any traveler,
any trader.
any
Any
trader,
dealer,
trader.
any guy herding
Exactly.
cattle,
Eh,
moving salt, spices, guns,
Exactly.
slaves, all that.
Right.
Well,
And
yeah, all that.
right, and it says right. It is clear from New Kingdom text that the Shashu were rarely, if even, under the control of the Egyptian government, and were almost always looked upon as enemies of the Egyptians. For example, at the famous Battle of Kadesh in Ka 1275 BC, right, there were Shashu soldiers who were allies of the Hittites against Ramses II. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
interesting. Don't we
See,
around and we got something on Ramsey the third, right?
yeah, right. No, Ramses III. Was the ones that was fighting against these motherfuckers. You feel me? And then after Ramses III, that's when everything went downhill for Kemet, right? So we got these people amongst these people, right? I mean, we just speaking of the celeb, right? It says the two new kingdoms inscriptions, right, which refer to the land of Sashu of Yahweh, are found in topographical lists. One list is a Solub, and the second at Amara West. Remember, we showed Saleb. Remember that? Remember, we showed
Yeah,
Saleb, right? It said
yeah.
Saleb, right? It said Saleb, a temple dedicated to the god Amon-Ra or Amari. So Amari, right? I'm gonna show you who
Almond
Amari.
Reed.
Look. Remember this. See, hey, Silky. Remember who Amari is, not Amara. Amari. Remember that. I'm gonna show you that
Okay.
in Egypt. I'm gonna show you that in Egyptians' texts and in ancient Kemetic records, this deity right here that the Shasu people worship, this is a demurge deity, brother. This is a false god. I'm gonna show you that. You feel me?
He's just a
I'm gonna show
ruler.
you that. Man, this is Yahweh. This is the demurge deity. Amon Re, remember that name, was built by the pharaoh Amenhotep III in ca 1400 BC. Today it is located in the nation of Sudan on the left bank of the Nile, about 135 miles south of Wadi Hafra.
Now that's correct. Well, hold on. What is this? 1979? I
This is
mean,
this is this found 1400 BC. It was built, but it was built by an Egyptian pharaoh Amenhotep III. We know Shashu built this shit. It says the Salem, a temple dedicated
the,
to a god Amori, was built by the pharaoh Amenhotep III. So the pharaoh built this shit. Why is he bringing up some shit that was built by the Egyptians?
you said,
You get what I'm saying? You supposed to be Hebrew. We focusing on the Hebrew. You know what I mean? We focusing on this. If Yah or Yah, whoever you want to pronounce it, it's the same deity as Yahweh. Then you brought up the Shasu people. Now we in the Shasu people. You didn't want to focus on the Dead Sea Scrolls, that little fragment that you said I cut it myself on. You didn't want to focus on that, even though it said that it's just a Greek transliteration, because he like to focus more on the transliteration. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said, what is the transliteration of Yahweh? And it showed YHWH. So really, brother has no argument. You get what I'm saying? He has no argument. You feel me? And it said it must be noted, right? At this point, at this point, that Egyptologists, right, in general, do not question the appearance of the name Yahweh in these two lists. For example, Donald Donald Redford writes of the reference to Yahweh at Sullab, right? It says, for half a century, it has been generally admitted that we have here the Tetragrammaton, the name of the Israelites, God Yahweh, and if this be the case, it undoubtedly the passage construction the most precious indicates of the whereabouts during the late 15th century BC of an enclave revering this God. So, right, the Egyptians already knew of this guy, right? Now, watch this. Watch this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show this how niggas get caught up. Remember, I showed you that picture, right? Of how the Hebrews try to say that them slaves and shit were slaves and Kemet and shit like that.
Yeah, you silly.
But the whole time, remember, I showed them there was different slaves, there was Nubian slaves. Now I'm gonna show you that this is how these niggas do it, bro. These niggas, they follow Ravenous Bird. He bring him out there to the Philippines, bro, and he run their life. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You feel me?
Mm-mm.
Yahweh and ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, right? We're gonna bring that up. And like I said, man, we can go back through, and we can go back through. I want everybody to go back
What
through
is
this
the
motherfucker,
parent
man.
system? What is the parent system language of Hebrew?
The Hebrew come from the Egyptian.
It's the
Because the
parent.
Hebrew,
It's the
man,
direct parent
the
system.
Hebrew and that motherfucker, look, he don't believe in the Hebrew that other Hebrews believe in. He believe in Gabori bullshit. You feel me? That's some made up shit, right? It said the name of Hebrew God Yahweh is referenced in ancient Egyptian texts in a few ways, right? Remember, bro, brought up the Solop inscription. You remember that? Remember he brought up Solop
Mm.
inscription? The inscription translates to the land of Shashu of Yahweh and is considered the earliest known use of the name Yahweh. The word Shashu is thought to mean nomads or cattle herding nomads. The inscription indicates that the Egyptians were aware of the Israelites or the Shashu and their God by the end of the 15th century BCE. So they was already hip on Yahweh and the Israelites, nigga, before they even came to Kemet. Nigga, before they even started migrating to Kemet, we already knew about you motherfuckers. We knew that you worship the fake God over there, nigga. Now you want to come over here with that bullshit. Watch this. It said the here graphics, right? Rendering of YHW, the three letters, right? This here graphic rendering thought to correspond to the Hebrew tetragrammaton, the YHW or Yahweh, is thought to be over 500 years older than the oldest known occurrence of the name Yahweh on the Misa stele. Now you remember the Misa stele. Remember Yah brought this out against what's his name? Against what's his name? Uh Misery. Remember, he debated misery. He brought out the Misha still. You feel me? But if you notice, that name Yahweh only refers to the Moabites, but that name go further back, 500 plus years. You feel me? Older than the name Yahweh of the Misha still under the Moabite deity. You get what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. It said a new kingdom
They try to
period.
link it
That's
to the.
crazy.
They try to run with the Moabites.
Come on, man. Watch this. I'm gonna show you that the Moabites worship Yahweh too. Watch this. It said a new kingdom period text. The term the land of Shashu Yahweh is referred to two here graphic texts. These are the old reference Yahweh in ancient texts aside from the Old Testament. Yahweh was originally worshipped by the Midianites and Canaanites in the non-West Arabian desert. The Israelites and Judaites after adopted Yahweh in their as their national God. You see that? So other lands, other people was worshiping this God before the Israelites. You see
And they
that? Let me
adopted
read
it.
it again. Before the before the Yahweh people, the Greek and all that shit, Yahweh, all the many guys you want to worship, nigga. This guy was already being worshipped before y'all adopted that name. So I already showed that Yahweh is the Greek transliteration of Yahweh. He even said it was a Greek transliteration.
So it's
So
a
I don't
Greek.
even.
So is it a Greek god or Egyptian?
It's Yahweh, right? Yahweh would be a Hebrew God, right? But if you look at the Greek, right? I'm gonna show you this right here. This is what he's shown. He's shown this 4Q120, right? You see that? In the context of the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? 4Q120 refers to a Greek manuscript fragment where the Hebrew name Yahweh is represented as IAO or YAO. Because you know they say it wasn't no I's in the ancient Hebrew letters, ancient Hebrew alphabet, only consonants. So it'd be a Y
Right.
there. So it'd be a Y there.
You said
Come on, man. And if you still put a Y there, how would you pronounce that? You won't pronounce that as he's pronouncing it. Ya'o. Ya'o. That's not how you pronounce that. Let's see how you pronounce this. You get what I'm saying? I want to see how you pronounce this shit. You get what I'm saying? I want to see how you pronounce. But as you can see, 4Q 120. And look, matter of fact, let me see something real quick. This is what he's showing right here, bro. You see that? See that fragment right there, Silk? This is the fragment they go off of right here. 420, man.
you
This
say the
is Greek.
fragment.
This is the fragment, bro. Look in the back chat. He posted the same shit. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This he said 4Q120. That's his fragment. That's what he used, bro. Look at that. What's the name Yahweh ever written in Greek? For instance, 4Q LXU 4QE is a Greek Dead Sea Scroll fragment that uses IAO for divine name. They use Greek Kyros as way to represent Hebrew YHVH or YHWH. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. What is the Greek version of Yahweh? The same. This is what he's shown, bro. This is that fragment he's shown. This Kairos, you see that? That Kairos. This is what he's shown. This is what he's showing, man. He's showing that. And you see, they said the Lord, just as Jehovah, which Christians rediscovered YHWH, comes from YHWH, which is the vows of Adonai. Why don't Hebrews pronounce this name? Why don't Hebrews use this name? They don't use it because they say that this name is supposed to be secret to them. So instead, they called the name Adonai. They used the name Adonai. Adonai. Right? So the brother cut himself up too bad, man. Right? Too bad. Hey, man, look, I be feeling sorry for these brothers, man. Right? Oh, okay. It says, right? It says, it said, Ya'o. It's not a standard Greek phrase, but it is considered a Greek transliteration of the Hebrew Tetragrammaton, YHWH, which is the name of the God in the Hebrew Bible, often pronounced as Yahweh in English. So while not directly Greek, it represents an attempt to write the Hebrew name in Greek characters. Boy, this nigga is cut, boy. Oh my God. It's your boy Yahya on the ones twos, man. I want to thank all y'all, man, for showing love, popping out for me, man, watching me debunk this, boy, because it was easy work, like work, and we'll have a recap on this probably next week. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show a couple clips in the back chat and show how I destroyed this boy using his own concept, man. All praises, man, to the inner self, man. Salah, man. Y'all be easy. All love.